Check, 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 is this thing on? Can I get on and hit this song? Everybody rip and keep it going. We gonna buy this Bitcoin, 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 Bitcoin. Shout out to everyone on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on in. Thank you for being a part of the Crypto Lifer live stream, calling yourself Crypto Lifers. Yeah, I'm selling it all. And I'll tell you what, I'm selling every single bit of it. I can't take it anymore. I'm just done. I've made enough. And guys, I'm sorry, I'm calling it in, I'm packing it in. I did enough. I'm gonna disappear into the, no. But I am selling it all. And people will be like, no, you're not. You are so full of it. As my mother would say, you're full of old shoes. And no, I am not full of old shoes, Ma. I'm telling them the truth, Ma. I'm selling it all. She said, Sam, don't be a liar. It's not good to lie. And I said, Mom, I'm not gonna lie, Mom. I'm telling them the truth. All right, so check it out. I've been a long-term purveyor and collector of gold, okay? This 24 karat gold. Beautiful Cuban links. You know what I'm saying? Gold, baby. Hold on, I want to make it like... And gold is a beautiful thing. It is. Love gold, right? But the thing is, I think I'm selling it all, man. I'm done. I'm done. I'm selling every single bit of my gold for Bitcoin. Maybe I'll keep this necklace. So I guess it's not exactly true. But I think I'm done. I think I'm done. And I'm selling it all. I can't take it in. I'm going to sell most of my currency too. My fake fiat currency. Selling it all for BTC. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. These are the days that I like to buy the dip again. Do whatever makes you happy. But I'm selling all my gold for Bitcoin. I'm done. I'm done. I've been holding my gold for way too long. 10 years. I got into gold at 1,200, 1,100. I think once at 960. 10 years I've been holding my gold. And I've made maybe 50, 60%. You know how much gold I would have had I sold my gold for Bitcoin 10 years ago? I could have bought it all back. I'm not saying I'm not going to buy gold back. I'm not saying I'm not going to buy gold back. But right now, today, I'm selling all my gold for Bitcoin. All right? So, just want to let everybody know. And shout out to Phoenix. He made this pennant. Labradorite pennant. I think it's sick. One of the lifers sent that to me. I rock it every day for my intuition, for my power. But yeah, I'm selling all my gold for BTC. I'm just done. I will buy back some gold. I would always hold some gold. It's OCD, even if it's probably the wrong thing to do. And that's why I've been doing it for so long. Even though it's been financially horrible for me. Worst decisions I've ever made was holding all my gold. Hey, it is what it is. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you. Got the doing damage glass. About to take a sip. Oh, that sweet, sweet lemon water. Let's get into Bitcoin. Let's talk about what's happening today. We have a MetaMask course today. A MetaMask course today. Want you guys to check it out. Check out this MetaMask course today. Bang, bang, bang. Your guide to MetaMask and DeFi. Set up your MetaMask. Trade using MetaMask. Learn to access multiple chains. What is an LP token? How to create liquidity. All the different things that happen in decentralized finance. Connecting also all the different chains that you use. How to connect to 7 different chains. What wallets are they? What swaps do they use? And all the information that you need to get started in decentralized finance and become an expert. Also, how to stop a transaction that gets caught. How to go into the advanced settings and change the gas speed. All these different things that you need to know if you want to compete in the world of MetaMask. Come on into the class today, Friday at 1 p.m. So jump on into the class. It is $125. The price will go up to $175 next week. I'm telling you right now, it's such a wanted class. It is such good information that you can use to make passive income for the rest of your life using decentralized finance. So in my humble opinion, it's an amazing course that the information in there you can use for the rest of your life. So something that I figured out and stumbled upon, most of us, a lot of the lifers do know, but there's a lot of beginners out there that need help, that need that extra touch, that extra care. And I'm going to show you how we create a wallet from beginning to end and teach you about MetaMask. So jump on into the class. I would greatly appreciate you guys to get educated so you know more about cryptocurrency, how to interact with cryptocurrency. Okay. Keeping it moving, keeping it banging. Shout out to everyone here. Enough about me and my class. Let's talk about Bitcoin and see what's going on for the day. Nice divergence popping. So far, so good. Okay? Now look, I had this giant inverted head and shoulder planned here. I also see an inverted head and shoulder inside of the inverted head and shoulder. Let me show you what I'm seeing. And there we have a beautiful inverted head and shoulder inside of the possible bigger head. We are flagging out. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour is getting high, and we only broke above one region, which was 57,007, but we broke above 57,000. We did break above this high, all right? We made a high, we made a low, we made a high, we made a higher low, we made a higher high. We need to put in a higher low. So the bulls right now, we cannot make a lower low above 57,134. It's that simple. Like, it's that simple. We make a lower low above this whole area. We start coming down here again, and we're in the bigger downtrend that I'm about to show you. So I'm going to go to a clean chart. We're going to start fresh, and we're going to do like we do every single day and talk about what? Bitcoin. Bitcoin. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I wonder if I can get away with no mic at all, and you guys don't even know the mic is in the shot. How is that with no mic? You guys still hear me fine and it is all does what it needs to do? Kind of awesome. Could extend it a little more. Where's the last part? Right there. Bam. Okay, boom. Yeah, let me know what you think about the microphone there. Give me that feedback. Feedback, please. 210 people watching on the live stream. Unbelievable. Yeah, I'm selling every single bit of it. I'm selling my gold for Bitcoin. I just can't take it anymore. I don't see the reason to hold the gold. I just don't see the reason to hold all the gold when I could be getting into BTC. But you tell me, you know. Someone wants to look at Kaka. Canada taking over the chat. Woo, woo, woo. Shout out to the Canadian people. It's good. I hear you're great, Sam, but the clickbait was louder than you. Shout out to Gina Babina. Thanks for the 83 likes, fam. What a wonderful world it would be if everyone who entered the live stream would click the good karma like button. Just one click, heart. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Shout out to Bill Boy Dickens. It's been a while since you've cheered me up with your awesome name. Shout out to Ethan Walls. Shout out to Ethan Ways. Eternal blessings from Sweden. Much respect to you, my friend. All the way back at you. BLOK it's pumping. Oh yeah, look at XDC or Hollow Chain banging on them. Someone say ORE. Gold is good when all the worldwide comps and internet go dark for months. Rainy day, bread money. Shout out to Hodlar, up in the spot. Gold is an insurance policy in uncertain times. Shout out to Johnny B. Blessing to you, Sam. Much respect. What's up, man? ORE. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Let's take a look at our baby ORE. Let's take a look at Bitcoin, though. I'll jump into ORE. I'll take a peek because, you know, you guys know I love it. You know I love the poo coin. Now, but let's take a look at ORE. ORE token, banging on them. $33 million market cap. Holding Strizong. Looks like it might form another downtrend here. Well, we shall see. I'm going to put it in a smaller time frame, or we could even be making a symmetrical triangle on a small, you know, we'll see here. Let me open this up. This is possible. Let's go to a smaller time frame, 15 minute. I've even done this at times. Now look at that diagonal support. And that diagonal support and resistance is cool. And there's fib levels diagonally. There's fib circles. I actually might deep dive into fib circles. But check this out. We did hit an upper ring right there at 69,000. I know that, studying my fib circles. On the low, though. I don't want to confuse anybody yet, so don't talk about it. But late, deep at night, when the candle is burning, I'm studying my fib circles. Like a warlock in the woods, studying his spells. Interesting. ORE doing damage, coming back to previous resistance right here. That is support. If it holds, very, very nice to see. Watching ORE closely, but I like what I'm seeing for ORE. Moving up to a big market cap. More people know about it than ever. ORE on the mark, for sure. Yes, Nod. Wow, thanks for telling me. Sold all my Bitcoin for Boss Token. All or nothing, baby. Y'all ready for the pumpage? Busy at work, but I'm listening. Sitting out today, busy at work, but I'm listening. Selling all his gold for more Bitcoin. Gotta sell every bit of it. Unloading it. I will buy it back. When gold hits 100K, I'm gonna buy back the gold that I sold. Again, not financial advice. Nothing I do and say here is financial advice. Most people don't even hold gold. You know what I'm saying? I'm like the only weirdo I know who loves gold. 59,900 and pumping BTC. Let's take a look at Bitcoin on a new chart. I like to delete it all and just start fresh on the weekly. Just what I do every single day and keep my mind limber. Keep my mind going, and we look at the weekly support and resistance that matters. Okay? The weekly support and resistance that matters. 52,494. A little lower probably. And these are ranges because we're on the weekly. Remember, they're probably not going to be point. But 52,500 really is that level of support. Okay. Then we're kind of directly at these. We're actually at beautiful. Look at that. Resistance, semi-resistance, resistance. Look at that. And then 2 candles closing. And that's the same range right there where we're at. You call it a range. I like to put 2 lines and range it. So there's a range of support and resistance right there where we're bouncing off of. The low was 55,700. I'm going to go with that. So 55,700 was the low where these 2 candles closed right there. Look at that. Uncanny. If we can hold these levels, Bitcoin can start to normalize, possibly on the weekly, begin to form a more shallow flag, like so. Eventually interact with the 21-day moving average. And begin its massive journey to the upside. And I'll tell you what, when Bitcoin goes sideways, alts love it. So can Bitcoin go sideways here? So levels to watch for Bitcoin. This is a pretty easy little picture on the weekly to go by. Levels to watch for BTC. I'm also going to throw a fib retracement down here on here to here. Okay. So levels to watch for Bitcoin. All right. Very obviously big support here at this 0.618 in the 0.65 upside down pocket there. That is 52,000. So major support sitting at 52,000, right? We saw that we have a good weekly support, which we've bounced off of here at 57,000. Okay, so this is the weekly in a nutshell. This will be the weekly chart that we'll look at, the Coinbase chart. We'll stick to this chart on the weekly. This looks like good, what I like to see. Okay, now we're going to do a bunch of interesting stuff on the KuCoin chart. They're all the same pretty much. We're just using different ideas. Also, this, I pulled a fib from bottom to left. That was a fib extension, just showing me where we could go. Here's a fib retracement. Fib retracement sits at the 618, $50,000 and $800. So there's a chance we come all the way back down, form this downward wedge. That's a giant cup and handle that has a nice target all the way there at $98,000. So we just form a cup and handle, okay? And we could even have a low at 52,006, and maybe even a low at 50, even a wick down to 49, or to this green line here at that other support line that I'm looking at 48,000. So those are the lows that I'm looking at. Really, that's the lowest places where I believe Bitcoin's going to go. Interesting. Music doesn't usually stop. See what happened here. Interesting. Anyway. Okay, cool. So that's another story there. That's another idea here for Bitcoin. Cup and handling, banging itself out to the upside. Something to think about. Most people just see double tops getting bearish. Most people don't know what the cup and handle is. So when things start to go down, they just see. I start looking at fibs, cup and handles. You know how we do here on the channel. And we do pretty well with our retracements and our reversals. I see the whole crew getting smarter every single day. Fib levels are getting thrown around more than ever now in the group. I can see people who have been in the group now 2-3 months are accelerating and accelerating and accelerating and accelerating. I have a dog and SHIBA was its name. Shout out to Tori McFarlane. I have a dog and SHIBA was its name. Naka. EXRD Haka. Hit back for me. It's going to get crazy. Shout out to everyone on the live. Word. So yeah, I guess some streaming issues. And now we cracked $58,000. So now, look. Now I delete everything, and we're going to get into what's happening right now in the nitty-gritty. So but before, that was like a general looking over the battlefield on the weekly. Now we're going to get into, we're going to be infantry soldiers on the front lines here, and we're going to get into Bitcoin. Okay? We're going to put our boots on and get ready for action. So look at this for BTC. We're extended on the 1 hour. Suggests to me now that we're going to have a bit of a pullback. Hopefully, we just make a flag here and interact with the 21-day moving average. One of two things is going to happen. We could flag out somewhat bullish or bearish. We're not sure, and we're going to interact with the 21. One good thing is when the 21 starts to flatten out, we usually do flag out. However, they could part Simpson us out. But we'll see. What we want to see is this. Either one of two things. The 21 hits here or here. And I put an alert down here now on the stochastics RSI. If you have no idea what I just did there, which is called projection theory with alerts on the Stokes, then you might want to take a tutoring session with me, maybe a one-on-one advanced. And I'm going to be putting out an advanced tutoring session soon too as well to get you guys up to speed in cryptocurrency. Music too loud and voice too low. How's that for you? Yeah, that's it. I disagree because I see my levels here. And I see my levels pretty nice. Like, the voice is going very high into the yellow. And this is actually down. I'll put a little bit down for you there. But that's about all I'm going to do. Because if you don't, you got to keep it moving here. Music is the movement of the day. So check it out. There's the 21-day moving average. And it's all about the math. I mean, I can clearly see the levels are tight on the math. But, hey, I'll do what I can to help you out. And so we're waiting for this to reset and pop on us. Let's take a look at the 4 hour as well. The 4 hour has a lot of momentum. Finally decided to bounce. Also, there was giant divergence on the 4 hour. Swing down to swing down. And this was flat. And this is what we were waiting for. Some type of divergence on a bigger time frame. That most likely calls a bottom. That 9 out of 10 times, divergence that big on the 4 hour calls a bottom. The last time we had divergence that big was a bottom right here. So I'm personally today getting a lot more Bitcoin at 58,000. I like this solid point we're at, and we could see more downside. I'm not emptying my entire bag, but I'm going to take a chunk, buy a little bit of Bitcoin today. Take a chunk because this is a beautiful, beautiful time when you're low here on the 4 hour and the daily time frame. Okay? Not a lot, though. I just DCA slowly into Bitcoin. That's what I do. I love BTC. Anyway, Bitcoin on the daily is also extremely oversold. The last time it was extremely oversold on the daily, we had a nice pump all the way from 57,009 all the way to that high of 60,900 almost. All right? 69,000, sorry. So almost 70K. So, and the last time the daily was low again was in these regions where we would start a massive pump for Bitcoin from 40K off of a divergence. See that? Look at that divergence there on the daily, okay? And a massive move to the upside here as well. Also, this is something that's interesting. If I swing up to up here, which is swing up to swing up, I take the same swings here on the daily time frame. It's a downtrend. Tells me that's hidden bullish divergence. And the trend can continue to the upside. 9 out of 10 times when I've seen this, the price ends up in a higher high above the previous high. But who knows what happens? You never know. Anything is possible in trading. This could keep getting lower and still be divergence. But we are seeing the twist up and we're low on the stochastics. That kind of all comes into play. But we shall see. Only time will tell. But these are some bullish signs for Bitcoin. After the massive dumpage, these are the signs I look for a reversal recovery. And I'm seeing them now. I am the divergence man. I look for divergence day and night. I track it like a werewolf. So divergence looking nice. Bitcoin looking ready to pump on the 4 hour, which tells you they have, a couple days of some nice pumpage for Bitcoin. So Bitcoin looking humbly nice. Can it break out? Levels to watch. We already kind of went over the smaller levels, but Bitcoin, I'd like to see it get a candle close in the 4 hour above 61,000 for me to take it at least a bit seriously. And then, of course, this level, and then, of course, the high. But so we're watching Bitcoin now. And to get out of the hole, I need to see a candle close above this level right here on the 4 hour time frame. So that's what we're looking for. That will be confirmation of the beginnings of something. Doesn't mean anything at all. Just confirmations of the beginnings of the end of a downtrend. One good thing is on the overall big time frame, like we were showing you. This is a high. This is a lower low. This is a higher high, a higher high. This is a higher low compared to this. As long as even if we came down here and bounced off of 52,000, honestly, sad to say, even if we came here and bounced off 48,500, those would still be considered higher highs higher lows compared to this, and that would still be an overall uptrend from our downtrend here, okay? And we have rally points from previous support and resistance now from the previous rally, which are also strong support. So bullish on Bitcoin for the day, or for most of the, actually into the weekend. It's Friday. So a weekly candle close would be nice. If we could get back some of the dumpage and get a wick into that weekly candle close, that would be nice, because right now it's a giant, nasty weekly candle close. So all eyes on Bitcoin. How do you track it? How do you figure out where it's going? Pretty simple. You make a projective flag on the 1 hour, and you watch how it either fills the flag to the side. It could either keep going up, go sideways, or retrace in a flag. It has three things that it can do. That's it. There's only 3 things that Bitcoin can do. Okay? Keep going up. It can go sideways here, or it can go down in a downtrend. Either way, before it goes anywhere, even when it drops, touches the 21, drops, touches the 21, pumps, touches the 21, pumps, touches the 21, pumps, touches the 21, pumps, touches. Whenever we're high on the stochastics and far away from the 21-day moving average, we either make a flag or a falling wedge and interact again with the 21-day. Right here. We go high on the stochastics and the RSI. And there's in even smaller inflection points, you're going to come back to the 21, back to the 21, back to the 21. This is what I teach. If you would like this tutoring, beginners to technical analysis in cryptocurrency trading, jump on into the tutoring. It is every Tuesday from 3 to 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. That is New York City time. You will have a blast. You will learn so much, and I will teach you an amazing amount. So jump on into the class on Tuesday from 3 to 5:30. What's up, Lifer? You are not selling, you are buying. What's up with the title? Also, full moon if you trade on the full moon cycles. Shout out to Crypto Tech. We're going to talk about that. If you follow me on TikTok, I became somewhat TikTok, little bit famous on TikTok. Got 120,000 views. KB Land, of course, took over TikTok. But there I am at the Crypto Lifer on TikTok. Follow me, 12,400. And here we go, eat my shorts, talking about that. But look, 3,100 people watching this. I talked about the moon cycles last night and broke it down. Put it up on TikTok. Check that out. Also, the video that I did a while back on the moon cycles. A ways away here, down before I got suited up. I was wearing a hat in this video, but 125,000 views on the moon cycle video. People like this moon cycle stuff. It's interesting, right? So, if I could find it, I don't need to find it. You guys get it. You could find it one day. It's out there. You're like, no, he did not. Yes, he did. But anyway, shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. We're going to talk about the moon cycle today. If that excites you, put a 1 in the comment section. Put a thumbs up in the comment section. Let me know. Is it too late to get into the MetaMask course? I sent an email to Crypto Lifers. No, it's not. Send an email to the Crypto Lifers at Gmail today to jump on in to the MetaMask course. And thank you for bringing it up. We have a MetaMask course today, every Friday from 1 to 3 p.m. Jump on in to the MetaMask course. Every Friday from 1 to 3 p.m., your guide to MetaMask and DeFi. Set up MetaMask, trade using MetaMask, learn to access multiple chains, find out what swaps are hot, talk about fun and interesting things in the metaverse, and just have a blast. I'll show you my Polka City car that's out of control, that I can put in the mall and walk around with. It's quite interesting, right? So shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on in. Follow me at TikTok. I'd appreciate it. So right now, you know exactly how to track Bitcoin. You have levels to watch for Bitcoin. This is an inverted head and shoulder. Let's take a look at it on even the 10-minute if we can. It looks a little even more inverted head and shouldery. You like how I did that? Made it an adverb or something? But look at that beautiful inverted head and shoulder. The measured move, kids, is the length of that side of the head. So it does suggest we could break on out to 175 for BTC. So all eyes on Bitcoin. Going sideways here. That's what we would love. Go sideways a little bit. Let the altcoins play when Bitcoin's away. Let's talk about UMA as it boomed and took a nice, look at all these coins that took a beautiful dump to the downside. Got stopped out on UMA there. Hypothetically. There's a falling wedge for UMA. Wants to break out. All eyes on Bitcoin though. I'd be wary trading alts until Bitcoin settles. Also, once Bitcoin rips, there's could be a chance that Bitcoin takes a big, rip up recovery, and we got to just take a little break on alts or certain alts and BTC pairs. So you got to watch how Bitcoin moves. Okay, it shifts the market. Remember, Luna's a beautiful project. I like Luna a lot. It's one of the most biggest ecosystems in the game. I don't own any Luna, but I believe it's a big project, and I really like it. I actually always shame myself for not owning it. I'm sure there's a lot of Luna people out there. And look, it broke out, but it really just came back down into the same pattern that it was in. And these are just the support and resistance lines for Luna. 41. It got rejected there by 55. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Just bringing that music down a little bit. The Chainlink team sells 1.5 million Link every week. That's why it's lagging. Any opinions? Wayne Mustafa, that's only 1 hour after the stream ends. Aren't you up watching it now? Damn, that's 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. for me. Do you have any other times? Once a month, what we do is we open up a European session. Once a month, we open up another session on a Saturday. So yeah, in like a few weeks, we'll open a Saturday up for the MetaMask class. Did you sell it all? No, I was thinking I was going to sell all my gold. That's what I was thinking about, selling every bit of my gold for Bitcoin. I'm just sick of holding gold. Been holding it for so long. Barely got a return on it. I do hold gold for my OCD worry about, like, what if the world ends and I need some gold? That's why I hold it. But I do believe I could sell it all and then buy it back. Just a crazy idea I've had. I want to sell all my gold. That's what the title is about. I'm selling it all. I'm selling every bit of the gold. Just want to get rid of it. Lots of divergences in Bitcoin and ETH. Love my ETH. So I'm long ETH L3 from 230 and will cost average if it need be. Thanks for all you do, Lifer. I'm becoming a charting genius. Shout out to Larry Baldwin. Nobody, I always tell myself to be careful when I pat myself on the back. I don't know if I'll ever be a charting genius. I'll always just be a dude trying to do what I got to do. I know what you're saying, though. I appreciate it. You're working hard, and, you will become a charting genius, in my humble opinion. Yeah. I just like it when other people call me a genius. I don't like to label myself a genius because every time I think I'm good at something in trading slaps me down. I keep a very humble approach to trading at all times, and as much as you can. It's almost just like life. Like, whenever you get uppity and start thinking you're sweet on somebody, like, you know what? Like, that's when you get slammed down. Someone, you get a speeding ticket. Something happens in your life, kind of slows you down, makes you realize, I thought I was the bee's knees, and I needed to chill out. And trading, I think, did that to me as well. Like, so many times I was up in a big trade and thought I was the coolest dude in the room, and then I got slammed and, like, lost a lot more back or just went up and down. And throughout my years and years of trading, the ups and downs really have, kind of beat it into me to be a little more humble and just a beginner's mind. Always have a beginner's mind. But shout out to Larry. I appreciate you, Larry, and thank you for all your hard work in the groups, and thank you for doing what you got to do. Look at this. Bitcoin is a scam, Ponzi scheme. Look at this guy. I feel bad for this dude, but obviously very negative and bad energy. So we will, and wait, let's do the, and you are removed, right? But shout out to everyone here from the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you. Oh, yeah, and then hide user on this channel. That would be cool, too. Yeah. Low frequency. I beat my mods to it. One more Bitcoin is a scam. May kick you just for that name. No, I had to already, man. I had to already, bro. I beat you to it, Rodney. Come on, man. That's so low frequency. The greatest asset in the world. Anyway, taking a look at UMA and what it's doing in this falling wedge. Wants to break on out and get back to where it wants to go. It broke on out and it's hitting good levels. Take a look at the daily for UMA. It's coming back down, but getting started for another. Watch it hit certain levels. I'd like to see it hold 15.25 before, see if it can bounce off that level. Take an interest in it. The measured move of UMA suggests that it can go up all the way to 45.73. That is the measured move. You just take the length from here to here. Yeah, and how do you get the measured move, Crypto Lifer? Just take the length of the pole. Look, I took the length from there. I took this range from this wick to that wick. That's going to be the measure, what's called the measured move in technical analysis. And then you swing it. I always give it a little bit of a direction the way this is formatted here. And previous wick is the previous high. That's really where a lot of people will take profit, or you'll have a lot of orders sitting there. Just in the last 10 or 20 years, that's what you'll see a lot. If you become a trader, orders, people just put orders at the previous highs. So looking at UMA, it wants more, man, but it's higher up from entry, right? We're looking at UMA at 8 and 9 beans. Still got 156% left in the tank if it can make it to the measured move. Nobody knows. I do not know. You know what I'm saying? This is just technical analysis. Just going off the TA for Luna. Thank you for the 169 likes. What a wonderful world it would be if everyone who entered the Lifer stream would click the Good Karma like button. Just one click. 278 people watching. Fastest appreciating asset in history, I believe. Recently sold it all myself. Hi, Legend. Your thoughts on Phantom, please. Shout out to Little Wonders. Just because you called me a legend, I'm going to throw it in there for you. Have you looked at Mana? Let's take a look at Phantom USDT. Phantom at 217, recovering very, very nicely on the Bitcoin bounce so far. Altcoins actually recovering even stronger than Bitcoin, which is interesting. Now Phantom, shoulder, head and shoulder, right? That was the measured move of the head and shoulder. Let me show you. You would take the measured move here from here to here, swing it to the downside. Look, that's exactly where Phantom went. If you give it, the lateral move of the, and look at that's a head and shoulder that broke to the downside. So we can get rid of that. It happened. We can move on. We get the measured move. It all as well. So Phantom now in this kind of falling wedge here and holding some levels. You want to pull a fib here and see where you're at. And look, the 618's waiting at 141. We got pretty close to it. Could we wick down? Anything is possible. The daily, extremely oversold with a bounce to the upside. Also, what I'm seeing here, swing up to swing up. Swing down to swing down. Hidden bullish divergence for Phantom. Phantom showing major signs of a reversal to the upside based on the hidden bullish divergence and already hitting the measured move of the bearish target. So a lot of times when I see the measured move of a bearish target, it creates a reversal to the upside based on the technical analysis. So Phantom. Levels to watch for Phantom and see where it could bounce. The measured move for Phantom is the length of this pole to there. Explains that Phantom's measured move is to $5. Phantom looking crispy. And you got to watch it, though, on some smaller time frames. See what it's going to do. We do see some really strong divergence there on the 4-hour. A lot of times that can create a bit of a bottom here. We shall see. We shall see. So Phantom may have bottomed down there at 174. I think it went all the way to 169. Phantom at 220 and moving to the upside. So the whole market starting to get a bit of a reversal, and that's when we look at total and total too. Let's take a look at Mana. I like to look at it on Binance. Decentraland at 394. Banging, banging, and banging. Target is 495, right? Looked at it yesterday at 329. This thing went up 70 cents and mooning, and it's starting to make a bit of a flag here. If we look at it on the 1 hour, that's a beautiful flag. An absolute beautiful flag. So interesting. Mana flagging out again. I mean, people are just hyped for the metaverse. They want in on these land sales. The FOMO is just so real. Yeah, I mean, Mana wants more. So congratulations to anyone that charted Mana, looked at the TA and let the TA show you the way. Mana blasting to the upside out of this beautiful pennant and continuing up to the measured move at 495. Mana at 396, extremely oversold on the 1 hour. The 4 hour does need to come on down, but hopefully now the 1 hour could give us a little push up, and the 4 hour could just actually, possibly something. I project these ideas here. It makes a bit of a flag, has to interact with the 21-day moving average before it can go to the upside again. And there's the next idea for Mana. Bang. So yeah, if you just jumped in, I'm thinking of selling all my gold for Bitcoin because, the return I've had on gold for a long time has just been so long. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a financial advisor, not an investment advisor. Anything I do and say here is not financial advice or investment advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. I'm going over technical analysis every single day without a day off and over a year banging on you on YouTube. And why? Because I love TA. I love how it plays out. I love how cup and handles break. I love how inverted head and shoulders break to the upside. I love how pennants move. I'm so amazed at the way it works and how many times the percentages play in the favor over and over and over again. And so I show up every single day and continuously show you how technical analysis can lead you into not using emotions and being a just complete, someone who's just using no thought process at all. There must be a plan. Everything in life, you must have a plan. If you don't have a plan, you're a part of somebody else's plan. Simple as that. Right? It's simple as that. If you don't have a plan, then you're planning to fail. Simple as that as well. So here you go. There's an even higher target now for Mana, 535. And the sky's the limit for these coins, these metaverse coins. They're just getting started. People don't realize how massive this could be. Mass adoption is coming for cryptocurrency through gaming. Gaming is going to create the gateway for almost all the other coins. Even Bitcoin will become more mass adopted through gaming. I'm telling you right now, Bitcoin has what nothing else has. It's like a jet with multiple firepowers. Like no other dollar has a metaverse growing underneath it. No other currency in the world has such growth around it and such building blocks around it. Shout out to Bitcoin and appreciate each and every one of you for coming on in to the live stream. Thank you for being here. I woke up this morning. I said thank you to God for my legs. And as I walked to the bathroom, there's people that wake up in a wheelchair and cannot even walk to the bathroom when they wake up. First thing, most people have to pee when they wake up. Let's be honest. First thing you got to do. Imagine if right when you woke up, you had to call someone, ask for help, or shift yourself into a wheelchair and find your way into a bath. God bless those people. Thank you, dear Lord, for protecting me through all the crazy things I've done in my life. And I'm still here. I'm standing right now on a stand-up desk. Thank you so much for everything and appreciate each and every one of you for being here. So yesterday we talked about down tokens, how to take advantage of the market using a down token. We went over BTCDOWN in thorough, right? And BTCDOWN would boom. Look at this. And it would get almost to the target. What a beautiful, beautiful trade. Look at that. Almost 27% gains out of yesterday's demolishment. So what did we do yesterday? We didn't panic. We didn't freak out. I sat down and calmly explained how to take advantage of a down market by playing the down tokens. We swip it. We can trade them bullishly, which is really beautiful. And it was a really good segment explaining how you can learn everything the bullish way and still make money when the market's going down by using your bullish techniques. So you don't even have to change any of your techniques to short the market. They made it so beautiful. And with 3x leverage on a BTC down token, you can also trade BTC3L as well. Also obviously make sure you've traded for a few years, in my humble opinion, before you even think about doing these things. But get trading under your belt. This is something that I like to do. And when the market is going down, I like to use the down tokens to my advantage. So beautiful trade. As you can see, got very close to the target. And don't get greedy. I don't get greedy. You don't want to take I don't take profits, you know. If I'm swing trading, I don't push it to the target, right? Get out like 70%, 60%, 80% in these zones. What a beautiful move to the upside. What a beautiful short on Bitcoin. So congratulations to anyone that jumped into a BTC short or short on any of the other tokens like we talked about link down. We talked about a lot of different ideas. Dot down. Any big coin is going to go down when Bitcoin goes down. And the multiple will probably be a little more, right? Link down hit the target easily. Look at that. Bang. So just things to think about on the next dumpage. And you don't get them all the time. You don't get to take advantage of those. Like, it doesn't happen every day. Like, look, it's trending down, and then nice pump. All right? So just to put it on your radar, you know, we went over that yesterday when the market was insane. We just buckled down, and we all kind of, we got level-headed, right? Let's take a look at Scallop and show you what we're looking at Scallop, why we like Scallop. Any new coin in the game, really, once you look at the new coins, brand new coin, nobody even really knew about when it first came out. And look at that thing. Look at that thing. Bounced off of almost the 886 retracement. And then just did some amazing damage. Up 165% for Scallop. Wow. Cup and handling, if we go to like the 1 hour, yeah, see, you got your long cup with a handle, and it flew to the upside. Scallop. And I see people in my group all over it, talking about it. We started channeling it way back when it was down here. We were looking at it at $1.43. So this thing's done major damage since we looked at it first. Scallop. Trying to see the first day that I looked at Scallop. Just privy to the coins as they come out on KuCoin. So here I am looking at Scallop here. $3.13 there. This thing would moon and double up to 16,657. I would have sworn we looked at Scallop even earlier, but I guess we did not. But bang, Scallop. I remember the day it hit KuCoin, like the day it was hitting KuCoin, and we saw this nasty dump. Now look at the wick on Scallop. It goes all the way up to like the hundreds or something. It's pretty absurd. It goes to like $102. So could Scallop be the one that does something absolutely absurd? You never know. These are low market cap gems here. Scallop. So now to track it on the 1 hour, I mean, it's bullish right now. Look at this. It's breaking out of a bull flag as we speak here, Scallop. I don't own any Scallop. Kind of wish I did. But that's the FOMO of crypto. Every time you see a massive pump, you're like, oh, I wish I got in on that pump. It's crazy. So Scallop has some legs here. 15-minute pointing to the upside. 1 hour flipping bullish as well. People are jumping in on this thing. This thing is gaining momentum. And then Bitcoin. If Bitcoin's moving too, whole market's feeling a little giddy. You're getting more of action in there. Let's take a look at the sentiment. I haven't looked at the fear and greed index in a couple, well, since yesterday, but it was like the beginning, and I wanted to see that update on it. I'm guessing it's like 62. Nice. Nice fear. So they flipped the fear back to 34. Doesn't feel so fearful today. That was yesterday. The fear was 34 yesterday. That's a beautiful thing. Whenever this fear gets into the zones, it's a beautiful time for me to gobble up some BTC. I've been doing it for a long time. Just getting Bitcoin whenever we're in the fear. And it plays out to be a very, very good idea every single time. But hey, you do whatever makes you happy in cryptocurrency. I am not an investment advisor. I love using the fear and greed index to judge what's happening in the market and to counter trade the herd. The herd starts selling and acting crazy. That's when I start loading up, right? They're sheep. We are the wolves. Wolves buy the fear. Use the fear to your advantage. Let the market maker scare everybody else. I'm here for a long time, not a little time, not a short time when it comes to trading. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Okay, let's get into the chat again. Let's see what people are saying in the chat. MetaMask DeFi for Beginners course is today, Tuesday 1 to 3. Remember that. Or Friday 1 to 3. Sam, your pick Super or block when you get a chance. Shout out to Brian Shrimp. SHIBA for Chihuahua. Let's take a look at SHIBA. And SHIBA was his name on. Bimbio, Shib. Let's take a look at Shiba Inu moving high back to the 5 here. And honestly, that daily is treacherous. Look at that scoop on the daily. I would never look at that. I mean, low daily. Also, we have hidden bullish divergence, swing up to swing up. You have a sharp swing to the downside. That is like the sharpest hidden bullish divergence I've ever seen, ever. Like, screams that we're going to have a move to the upside. Like, you do whatever you want. You learn your divergences. If you learn your divergences, it'll change the way you look at life. I'm telling you right now. I learned my divergences, and I trade my divergences. Remember ROFI, launching tomorrow. SHIB, Alluvium, FTM, Super Block. Pulse Doge for the lulz. Is Pulse Doge banging on him? Thank you so much, Love Learning, for the Super Chats. Seriously now, I have that in my head. NGO, NGO, SHIB is nice, SHIB is nice, SHIB is nice, and SHIBA was his doggo. So look at this, 112% gains coming for Shiba Inu. And you can listen to Four Flies or all these other wacky channels all you want. Do whatever you want. Or you can do your own technical analysis and figure out your own sauce and get it going. But look, we're bouncing off the 786. Very healthy retracement. We're now in basically breaching the golden pocket. Getting very, very close again. Starting to break to the upside. The daily, after a very healthy retracement on the fib levels, wants more. Okay, we could come down even lower to the 886. I've seen it. It wouldn't be the craziest thing in the world if we hit the 886 retracement back to 3265. 4987, 4992 for Shiba Inu. But those are the levels to watch for Shiba. Definitely need to break above 5717 to remain bullish. Come on, get above there. Once we break above there, this coin will look more confident to me. Okay. Decentraland has been bullish for the whole week. Oh, yeah. Scallop just broke up for the 5 minute, just like you said. Yeah, highly likely. It was in a bull pennant, 68% chance of a break to the upside. I love the lifer experience. Elon. Shout out to Deborah Hardy for the $10 super chat. Appreciate you, Debbie. Thank you for coming on into the super chats. Appreciate you so much for throwing it down. You're the best. Thank you for coming on into the live. So Scallop is breaking out to the upside. The 1 hour and the 15 minute both have legs, suggesting it wants to move to about 8 or 9.17. $8 or $9 for Scallop is the measured move. EGLD, it's got big news. They're pumping in $1.7 trillion into EGLD. Bang, 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 or $1 billion in TVL coming into EGLD. What's good, Lifer? Can you check out AVAX? Shout out to Noel. We'll go through all these awesome things. But look at this. And everyone knows I've been so bullish. If you listened to the Patreon, if you were part of the group, we went over this bull pennant and we talked about EGLD at 246. Look where it is now, moving to the upside to my target. All the way at 638. We had you at hello with EGLD, banging on them. One of my biggest holdings is EGLD, and I'm not looking back. Shout out to all my EGL team. Shout out to everyone in the game. So as Bitcoin flips and flops, dips and dives, we are getting into an altcoin super cycle like you've never seen. EGLD going into an all-time high today. And because the building blocks are here, EGLD has Hollow Ride coming out. People are jumping into EGLD to stake it on the Meyer app because you know you get Hollow Ride not too long from now. It's coming in a few days now. Today is the 19th. On the 22nd is the last day you can stake your EGLD for Hollow Ride raffle tickets. I'm telling you right now, I'm getting hyped. I'm getting freaked out. I got to tell my wife, I got to sit down today and do my EGLD for Hollow Ride. It's something I have to sit down and focus on. If I don't do it, I will miss out on my Hollow Ride raffle tickets and I will cry like a little girl. I'll cry like a little boy. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. EGLD moving from entry. And while everybody sleeps in the light and doesn't remember what's going down, that's when I'm looking at charts. That's when I enter charts. I enter charts when nobody's yelling and calling about it, when the stochastics are low, near the bottom of the trend line, in the last 25% of the pattern. I have a 9-point checklist where the MACD's turning, where the RSI's in a falling wedge, close to oversold, at least below 50. Where the moving averages are moving to the upside, at least close to oversold too. We'll take a look at them. Are they tight on the 4-hour? They probably were if you go back here. Look how tight the moving averages were right there. They're getting tight again. EGLD, inverted head and shoulder, blasting to the upside. Could be the catalyst that starts the movement to the upside. EGLD moving and moving strong. Wow, 358 for EGLD. Amazing. Where is the measured move for EGLD? Well, it's the length of this bigger pole here and this cup and handle as it continues to rip to the upside. You could take some Fibonacci extensions to see where we may or may not go. These are the next bigger levels that bigger fib traders will be taking profits on, possibly there at the 618, the 2618, the 3618, and the 1618. Watching these levels very closely. EGLD. Wow. So proud to be a holder of EGLD and to go through it. So much has happened being a holder. If we look at the weekly, we came to this high back in like March or February. Here in February, right? Came to another beautiful high in April. Thought, okay, yeah, like that was the dip in the market. We're ready to rock again. Never expected this insanity. I saw it dipped, I think, back to $50. Like I got in at 20. I was only up at 3. I could not believe that. Now holding a beautiful, in at $20. So 17x, a little over a 17x for EGLD. Shout out to EGLDs and shout out to all my EGLD fans, man. I'm just sorry I'm saying EGLD so much, but I've been holding it for so long. Soon I'll be holding it for over a year. I got into it last November. So what a beautiful trade. Took a year to make 18x, but there you have it. No less. I don't want anything more less than like 10x to me is just, it's got to be more than a 10 bagger or I'm just not interested. I'm just not interested in something that can't 10 bag for me. Those are the rules, man. You know, after years of trading, I'm like, all right, it's either a 10 bag or it's not. Now, we are high on the 3-day chart. Let's take a look at the daily. Daily is just getting started. I wouldn't even think, if I was swing trading this, I wouldn't even think of getting out until we hit my dotted line up here on my target. This thing is hot to trot, especially when the run up into the hollow ride. I'm telling you, this is hollow ride right now. This is a run up into hollow ride. That's going to create a bit of a, buy the rumor, sell the news type of thing. There will be a little sell-off for EGLD, I think, on the 22nd when they get the hollow ride tickets, I believe. But I could be wrong. You never know. Can you look at FTX token, FTT, please, sir? For sure. I looked at it closely just last night on my own by myself. What's good, lifer? Can you check out AVAX? For sure. Thank you so much, Noel. Shout out to Tur-N. Super Chats, ROFI game launching tomorrow. Remember ROFI? You guys remember ROFI? I don't know. You may or may not. We went over it like 2 weeks ago, I believe, when we first went over it. ROFI. ROFI. Let's take a look at ROFI here. HeroFi, which HeroFi, I love the name right off the bat. HeroFi, that's amazing. How could you hate on that? HeroFi, unbelievable. So at $11.74 with not even $1 million market cap yet. That's insanity. Insanity. Launching tomorrow. Okay, just so people know. Play now. It says you can play now. Watch the trailer.
Universes exist together.
Where all the greatest universes exist together.
The key to
opening the doors.
Open the doors of all the
Kingdoms.
essence is
What a good name, yo. Who came up with that? NFT Space Travel Essence. Just put a bunch of words together and sell that package, baby. You gotta love it.
soon.
Gotta love it. Space Travel Essence.
2021. Heroes owners, are you ready to
The graphics look horrible. The graphics look horrible. I have to be honest. Like, they flashed a piece of them. If the graphics were great, they would have used them a lot during that. I'm not saying it can't pop. I'm just being honest. Am I right? Am I being rude? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not trying to. But like, let's take a look at ROFI. I mean, we this is the bottom of the barrel. Like, this is the lowest cap coin you could ever. I mean, it says 1.3 now. And maybe there's getting some hype now. We did look at it down here. Remember? So it's been growing since we started looking at it right here in this cup and that handle, and it did blast. It did absolutely blast to the upside. It's interesting. We went over it when it was just starting out in this downtrend, and I was like, I don't know, you know. But I was like, I guess that's the pre-sale sell-off. I mean, went up 200%, basically 190%. Interesting. I mean, very low cap. Very low cap. I'd only put 1% or less of my portfolio in anything like this. Like, very low cap, no blue chip. You know, you never know what could happen. High risk. This is the highest risk reward possible. But yeah, this is something. But, you know, falling wedge, moving to the upside, the game is coming out, you know. A month from now, it's at a $30 million market cap. You never know. And that's how we found ORE. You know, you never know. Let's take a look at our baby ORE token. Holding that $32.9, $33 million market cap. Okay. Still on that. Oh, yeah, we did look at it already. Kind of inverted head and shoulder. Kind of did not blast to the upside, though. Broke to the downside. Usually it does. So we'll see. And can it hold all that diagonal funky support that we were making, right? Wish it had saved my work there. Kind of a bummer. Anyway, let's move on. EGLD making me a proud man to hold my EGLD and moving very, very hard to the upside. I mean, it's about to get oversold, though, on these levels. This is where things usually cool off. Like, let me show you so you can learn. 9 out of 10 times, this is where we're going to get, we're going to get one of three things are going to happen. The price is going to keep going, or it's going to form a falling wedge, right? We can even draw a Fibonacci here. If that ends up being the top somewhere, could we come here, or do we bounce off one of these levels? So you watch it closely, but this is how I build projections, and then it's going to have to touch the 21-day moving average before it can move back, before it can continue on its tear, which is going to actually be a nice length because that's, you know. So if it could either keep going to the upside, go sideways, or make a downward wedge, right? Now, what are the ideas that it could keep going? Well, right here we were high and we kept going. So it could keep going. I mean, there's no guarantee that it can't keep going to the upside. However, when the RSI gets to this spot, that's usually it. RSI, stochastics, and MACD are all really getting extended. Same thing here. Look, RSI, stochastics, all getting extended. That was going to be your high before you had to come back down and touch the 21-day moving average on a wedge. See how we touched the 21? Again, we touched the 21. We touched the 21. We got high here. So just something to think about. Whenever especially when we cross that dotted line, there's usually begins a pullback, right? So if you're swing trading, if I was swing trading, great place to take some profit based on this idea here, based on stochastic RSI being extremely overbought, meaning you're running out of buyers. Eventually, you're going to run completely out of buyers, you know? Now, you go to a smaller time frame to suggest like where else you could be going, because you could continue to pump here on the 15-minute before you really slow down. So that's what I do. When you see that the 1 hour gets stalled out, switch to the 50-minute. 50-minute still has gas. By no means do I exit. When the 50-minute has gas, I don't exit a trade until. So I put an alert up here, and I'm not doing anything. I've been holding this since, right? I'm up at 16x now. So I'm holding this forever. Not forever, but, you know, for a good amount of time. So we'll be watching EGLD closely as it gets into the Hollow Ride ticket sale and the raffles as well. 364, I see it somewhere in here getting, you know, the 15-minute can actually get even higher. Let's take a look where the measured move is. And all you can do is build this into a shape here. Then pull this flag. And that's actually going to be where we may actually stall out on the 15. which is 389. So we'll put that on ice. I will come back to that later on. That's cooking. Wow, EGLD banging on them to the upside. Unbelievable. And everyone, we have a MetaMask class every single Friday. It comes out today for $125. Email Crypto Lifers, email CryptoLifers@gmail to become part of the class right here. Look, your guide to MetaMask. Set up MetaMask, trade using MetaMask, learn to access multiple chains. Every Friday from 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern time, that's New York City time in the United States. Measure it up. You know, go to Google, find out what time that is in your time, but jump on into the class. Also, if you want to learn what I'm doing here with technical analysis, if you like that, we have a beginner's course right here, all right, on Tuesday from 3 to 5, okay? So today, Friday, from 1 to 3, every single Friday from 1 to 3, the MetaMask course will be today, okay? Okay. Thank you so much for the super chat. Watch that chip fall into the glass there. Bong, bong, bong. Love watching that happen. So 389 could be the pullback center. Then I can start my projection on the 1 hour of where we might be doing our pullback. This will make more sense, too, if I pull this fib up. But see how I'm projecting these fibs before it happens, right? And so all eyes on this level, but wow, we're continuing to pump. You go to the smaller time frames, and there you'll see the pennant breaking to the upside. See that? And you can zoom in on that and make it look just like the daily. That's what I love about small time frames. It's like this, you're in this little pocket of time. But that has a measured move like you read about. Look at that. I mean, even 398. Jeez Louise. EGLD to 400. And I mean, wow. Wow. That's what the TA says. A lot of times the TA defies my logic. Like something that I think is possible, and the TA makes it like just absurd, right? It's like, I'm bringing that music up a little bit. I think it's a little too low. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on in. Thank you for being here and being a part of the Crypto Lifer. Wow, I thought I had 2K watching, but no, that's Crypto Phase. Live $8 million Bitcoin trade. So people are like, wait, what is he doing? Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you. I'm trying to just, how this camera should be moved. Oh. Okay. EGLD, man. Wow. That's amazing. Seeing that thing bang to the upside like that is absolutely absurd. Bang, bang, bang. And Bitcoin starting to flag out here on the 15-minute. This is a good sign. Flags are good. Flags are good. So look, we start to flag this puppy out. Keep flagging out. Reset on the 15-minute. Let the 15-minute come to the oversold region on the stochastics RSI. It's also forming a bit of a pennant here. Almost an ascending triangle, and I've seen bullish patterns play out on the RSI. Look at that. Getting busy. MACD turning, but don't worry, I do not use the MACD for signals. It just slugs behind the price. Trust me. MACD is just, So check it out. 59,200 is the measured move for Bitcoin. That's it. And it's also, remember, the measured move of the inverted head and shoulder. Let's go, BTC. All eyes on this moment. All eyes on this area right here for BTC. The 1 hour is high. Remember that. So we got to actually form. And see, this is the thing. When CryptoFace opened his trade right now, he's looking at his like he could be trading the 15-minute. I don't know what he's trading, honestly. But that 1 hour is not in your favor, right? Like, anything is possible for sure, but right now that 1 hour is not in your favor. So anyway, it could be a quick scalp, but I'd let this play out. Looks like we could flag out a lot longer here while the 1 hour has to find out what it really wants to do. So we'll be watching it closely. Anything is possible for Bitcoin. Very, very bullish, but that 1 hour tells me that we may need to have a reset here to the downside. I'll put an alert here on the 1 hour so I'll know when it does hit that section. That's something I'm looking at. So wow, bulls need to break above 61,500, and that's still kind of the idea. Nothing has changed for me, really. That level is extreme. This level right here, even 61,000, even I'm gonna say, bulls need to break above it. That actually, I mean, yeah, this level is the big level. $61,500, like, till we get above there, I'm bearish, you know. We got to get above that level. You know, I'll trade Bitcoin on the way up for sure. I'm not saying I won't take bullish trades, but overall, on the bigger idea of where we're headed, we got to break above levels until I can believe to be confident. Of course, in the long term, I truly believe Bitcoin will be $1, $5, and $10 million by 2030. That's my goal. Somewhere between $8 and $10 million by 2030. Or we'll say $7.5 and $10 million by 2030. With inflation, that will only really get you what you can get right now for maybe $3 million. So it's going to be worth more money, but not as much as you think it is now. You get it? Due to inflation. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here and calling yourself crypto lifers and jumping on in. Let's get into the super chatties. Okay, let's take a look at Illuvium, FTG, and Blocktopia. Block banging on them. Coming out with news that it's got Solana entering the block. I mean, it's pretty interesting. All the way up to 11, and Block is moving hard, right? We were talking about Block yesterday in this inverted head and shoulder, breaking to the upside. It looked highly likely we were going to get a massive move for Blocktopia. And there it is, back to 11, and I see Blocktopia getting all the way up here to 21 cents. 22 cents. So Blocktopia bounced off the golden pocket, which we showed you on the Fibonacci. So learn your Fibonacci's. Look what they did here. When most people were in fear, didn't know what to do, the Fibonacci showed you exactly where to reaccumulate. I mean, it's insane. Retrace back to the 618, 706.65, the golden pocket. That's why I labeled it right here, the golden pocket. That's exactly where we went on Blocktopia. If you took this right low here, which is where we really began the impulse, to the top of the impulse, we retraced right to the golden pocket, 706, the hidden Fibonacci level. And there you have the money. So, and that puts you at about 6.2, and this thing's at 11. Blocktopia banging on them. That was on November 12th. Today is now November 19th. In 1 week, almost doing an entire 100% gain on Blocktopia. So we teach you these strategies so you can figure out how to do this all by yourself. This is what the Patreon's for. What is the Patreon? The Patreon is for educating you, for showing you what a golden pocket is, for teaching you what Fibonacci levels are, for showing you what support and resistance is, for showing you what the long tool is and how to use it, for showing you what this little brush is, for showing you what all these different instruments are on TradingView, for teaching you, for educating you, right? For you learning how to draw your patterns, for knowing what a pattern is, for learning support and resistance. That's what the Patreon is for. What is the Patreon not for? The Patreon is not a place where we will tell you what to buy and sell. The Patreon is not a place where I will ever take control of your portfolio and buy and sell anything for you. Never going to happen. No one in my group is going to do that for you. You're going to do your own things on your own. What also the Patreon is not. What it also is not, it is not a place where I will ever look over your portfolio individually and tell you what to buy and sell. We will never do that for you. Nobody's going to do that. We are not financial advisors. We are not investment advisors. What the Patreon is in the trading group is a place for you to learn and get skills so you can figure out how to manage what's going on in the market. It's for you to learn what the metaverse is, why money's going into the metaverse, what sand is, what buying land means, what the MetaMask wallet is, what all these crazy things in crypto are. That's why people join the trading group. And how to use technical analysis in any market, anywhere in the world, how to find a golden pocket. What is a Fibonacci? What are the moving averages? What is the MACD, the moving average convergence and divergence? What is the RSI, the stochastics RSI? That's why I have what's called a TA learning library when you join my group, right? A TA learning library. So again, what my Patreon is, it's an educational place for you to learn technical analysis. What it is not a pump and dump group. It is not a place where we hype up random coins. It is not a place where I buy things and tell you what to buy. No. I go over many, many things, and I show you, and I will disclose if I am in a project. I'll say, hey, I own a lot of this because I think it's made. I like the tech, and I like the technical analysis, right? That is it, though. I will never manage your portfolio. I will never help you. You will never become a quote-unquote client of mine. If everyone ever called you and asked you if you're a client of mine, it's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my entire life. So just want to put that out there. What the Patreon is and what the Patreon isn't, just make it quite clear. Very, very clear. So that can be known out loud, okay? And if I ever do promote a project here on this channel, I will disclose if I was paid for that project. I will say, hey guys, they reached out, they gave me $1,000 for this promotion, or they reached out and they did this. I don't know if they disclose the exact amount, but I will disclose, hey, I was given this much to talk about this project, and I will only promote projects that I actually think have substantiability, are creative, interesting, fun, or have some different angle to them that makes them interesting and that I think could actually, go somewhere. So just want to make that very clear about my channel. I want to be awesome and transparent with everyone out here. I love you all. I want to keep us all safe as the market starts to ramp on up. Let's take a look at Illuvium. Let's take a look at FTG. Illuvium could get to $10,000 a coin. The way its ecosystem is set up, the way it has a very small supply, and this thing is now finally down. It went all the way up to what? 1139. Unbelievable. So this is where you could pull a Fibonacci to on Illuvium. I would go to the daily to pull the fib to see, because you really want to see what's happening here. Wow, it's so young on the daily. But fibs still work. It doesn't matter. So it's getting to the 0.618. Not too far. Let's go over to the 4 hour, see what we got here. What's funny too? Whenever the 200-day moving average appears, the price almost always goes to it. So look, the 200-day moving average appeared on the 4 hour here. This is something that I was taught by Hadouken. So if you're in a coin that just came out and it doesn't have the moving average because they're not long enough, they take the time, right? That's 200 days. We don't have 200 days yet. We finally start to make a moving average. When you see this appear, price tends to come to it like a magnet. And Hadouken taught me that. A lot of people will teach you so many different things in my trading group. So look at this Illuvium. It could retrace back down to the 618 at 900, even 800. But in the long run, I see it eventually getting up there with that low supply. 1,500, 2,000. You never know what could happen. And it could go all the way to zero. I don't know. You never know, right? But I like the project. I like the team. It's been around a lot longer than this. This is just on KuCoin. It just came out on KuCoin not too long ago in September. So I like Illuvium. Highly likely to continue to the upside. Great NFT game. Big in the space. One of the first ones to really be in the space. I like the team. I like the website. I'm behind it. Do I own any? No, not a penny of it. Why? Because I knew about it when it was like $40, or not even, maybe $200-300. And I didn't get in then. And that ship has sailed for me. And even then, if I got in at the very beginning, 500, I would have done a 20x. Not too shabby. You know what I'm saying? And maybe even more. There's a chance you could maybe 50, 60x with this thing. And it could be around a long time. But I don't know. Anything is possible. I don't own any of it. No one's told me to talk about it. I just appreciate you guys bringing it up on the live stream. DCB DCubate. Lifer, what's good? Can you check out AVAX? We'll take a look at AVAX. I want to look at FTG and Super too. Super moving. Super. And this is Elio Trades, eventually, come on. He's going to work hard to put his project in the limelight. He's got money. He's a VC. Is his project not going to do well? No way. There's no way. And so it's starting to break on out right here. This is a giant cup and handle for Super. Look at this. That's a cup and handle for Super. This thing's starting to get busy at $1.69. What is the market cap for Super? I'd like to check out. And it's Super Farm. It's a $610 million market cap. Not too shabby. You can get it on Binance and Polygon. Very smart to get it on the Matic network on QuickSwap. How would you do that? Jump into the MetaMask course today at 1 p.m. where we'll show you exactly how you would find Super Farm on the Polygon network, because these they have, and what does that mean? They have an address on the Ethereum, on the Binance Smart Chain. What does that mean? I'll explain all that. What is this little fox here? What does it mean? What's going on? Why is the little fox there? We'll explain all that. What is the market cap? And all this different things explained today in the MetaMask course and deep diving into DeFi. So come on into the course. Can't wait to show you what's happening. EGLD, banging on them, 361. Continuing. Amazing. Shiba Inu, showing signs of strength, bouncing off of Fibonacci levels, falling wedges to break out 68% of the time. Bitcoin, in a sideways pennant that we were watching closely on the 15-minute. And all eyes will tell you basically what's going to happen by telling you what will happen to this sideways pennant right here. We're either going to continue sideways, which it looks highly likely on the 1 hour. That will be the most bullish sign. If we continue sideways, retrace here on the stochastics RSI, hit the target, continue sideways, and then continue to the upside. That is the most bullish scenario we can have for Bitcoin. All right, and then continue to the upside and get a candle close above 59,000. So painting the good picture for the good word, but anything is possible for Bitcoin. The good sign is the daily is oversold, and we do see some hidden bullish divergence that could tell us that there's a move to the up. That it is telling us that there's a probable move to the upside from Bitcoin based on this hidden idea of divergence, but only time will tell. We can only track it on this 1 hour and the 15-minute. So we kind of have a good handle, in my opinion, I have a good handle over what the market is going or could be doing to me today. Like I am protected by both scenarios, and I have a way to kind of, if it basically stays in this pennant, I'm bullish, I'm bullish, I'm bullish. It could Bart Simpson down at the last minute. I've seen that too. Anything is possible. So we'll watch it. I'll be prepared for anything, but this is how I'm able to track it very, very closely and very accurately to figure out where I believe BTC will eventually end up, based on the data that I'm getting off the technical analysis and nothing else. All right. So super, looking ready for more. I see a target of 271 is the measured move from super. That's just what the technical analysis gives me. Do I own any super? No, I do not. Would I like to? Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty hot. It's on Binance. Is it also on KuCoin? I believe it is. If you're smart, you're on both. Looks like only for BTC, though. Oh, no, there it is. Super fan. And it is moving to the upside. Starting to make a bit of a move here out of the flag. It has a very big measured move. The Binance chart has more information. That's at the 312, though. Even a higher measured move here for super. Just curious to pull the fib there. 0.5. Okay, there's BLOK, there's super. Let's take a look at AVAX. What's DCB? DQBate. Never heard of it, or we might have looked at it one time, I'm not sure. DQBate. At a $3.4 million market cap. Half a penny. Invest in great blockchain businesses. Become an early investor in new projects and share in their success. Launch the app. DQBate is a value creation ecosystem for blockchain-powered businesses. We empower businesses and investors to create and access value in a more equitable way so that more people have more ownership and better businesses are created. We do this through an investment platform connecting businesses and investors with guidance, support, and resources. Investment tiers, insider access, shared access, community powered. The DQBate token, DCB, is a BEP20 utility token that powers the DQBate ecosystem. Purchase DCB on ApeSwap, PancakeSwap, and Bitmart. Just getting started. Recruit the core team, Q3, Sex listing, which is a centralized exchange, staking V2, and QuickPay DCB. Our team, Elliot Hodgmeyer. Okay, so they got their docs. You can go to their LinkedIns and stuff too. Aaron Fitzpatrick. Interesting. Okay, so DQ8 on the radar. They're all right. Let's take a look at them on the chat, shall we? Copy the contract address. Head over here and paste the contract address in here. Already back to a $33 million market cap. Doing well. Doing well. We're going to take a look at Haka, another coin that I am invested in. I'm invested in ORE. I like ORE a lot. A lot. Big project with big dreams, and I believe in their dreams and what they're trying to accomplish. Wow, so this is pretty bullish. DQ8 in a bit of a cup and handle. And when I say this is bullish, I'm not bullish on it. I'm not telling you my personal opinion. Nothing I say here is my personal opinion, really. It's really just what the TA is telling. It's just what I'm just reading tea leaves here, showing you what the technical analysis is suggesting, based on prior, you know, or based on basically if you take a class in this is what happens. Cup and handles break out 68% of the time. These are the probabilities based on years and years of other traders trading. They're telling you, hey, this is what we have seen before. This is what we teach. And look, that's a cup and handle for a break to the upside here on DCB. Could also be retesting here after the dump like the whole market kind of took. Which it wasn't that bad of a dump so far. So far. Eat my own words in a second, right? Both measured moves are pretty much the same, which is very interesting. DQ8 on the radar. Low cap gem. Very low cap gem. See, that's the thing. 53 million, and then that's burned, and then it says the I got to figure that the difference between the burn and the market cap. So I was figured burn is the market cap, and it usually is, you know, and it's been playing out pretty much as I using it as such. But so there's DQ8, deep dive on it. Thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate you so much. We're starting to get a push to the upside. There we go. 15-minute could pump. Yes, baby, yes. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Get a bullish cross up here. Sad thing is we won't get too much of a pump, but enough of a pump here. Measured move. The smaller measured move is just the length of this pole. Back into the zone at 59,237. Bitcoin pumping to the upside. Breaking out of the inverted head and shoulder. Finally getting a move. Busting off of the giant divergence that we saw on the 4-hour time frame as well. Bitcoin. Appreciate you, Bitcoin. At least you're lighting it up on a Friday. No one likes to be bummed on a Friday, right? Who wants to be down and out on a Friday? Friday's supposed to be a fun, awesome time when Bitcoin's pumping. You get out of work, you're like, yeah, Bitcoin. So there we have it. Bitcoin doing its thing. Doing the damage. The damage cheese, baby. And we can track it on the 1 minute, the 2 minute, the 50 minute, the 1 hour, the 2 hour, the weekly, the 2 week, the monthly. You name it. We got it for you here on the channel. For my Patrons, they get updated all day long with Bitcoin charts, videos, ideas, showing you all the different things that are happening inside of the technical analysis for cryptocurrency. EGLD, Hollow Ride, I'm confused. Why are you confused? BLOK doing nicely. Yes, agree. Be careful, guys. Take profits and sell your coins. Aped in is a term used when you just throw a huge chunk into something. Aping in. Let's take a look at AVAX for my dude. Let's take a look at FTG, Phantom Go. This project has big ideas and big moves for Phantom. Oof. Let's see. Bottoming back out all the way down. Was looking beautiful at 83 cents. Bottomed out for a giant bottom here. So let's rework this idea. Giant double bottom here for FTG. Kind of like a cup and handle there, but that's definitely a double bottom, right? Could it keep falling? Anything is possible. You never know. Very low cap gem on KuCoin, right? These are all high risk. Remember that. Low cap gems are high risk. Forming that bowl, though. Bulls, rounded bottoms pay the bills. See what happens here. The 1 hour is oversold. 4 hour, you really can't get much out of. 30-minute. Need some time to go sideways for a little while. Not looking too bullish for the moment. Get back to you guys on this one. Got to watch this bull consolidating to the downside. FTG. Always use a stop loss. This was a beautiful pennant. Looked like it was going to really, really hum to the upside here. Bullish project with Phantom in the name, getting ready to pound out. I'm wondering if they just like something happened, they didn't hit a milestone. I'd like to see the news on this, what's going down, but that is a giant double bottom for Phantom Go FTG. But definitely one of the least bullish charts I've seen in a while. Needs some time to figure itself out. Is M-Bond dumping his crypto? Is M-Bond dumping his crypto? No. I love the lifer experience. Shout out, let's take a look at ELON. Dogelon on KuCoin. Which one of my chart? I was in this trade at 1676. This is the longest consolidating trade I've ever. It just keeps slowly. Look at this. I just keep making a pennant. Longer and longer and longer. We're finally getting a higher low though. First time in a while. Change in trend is very possible here for ELON. I'm in this trade personally. And I'm going to ride it up till I hit the target and then I'm out. That's the goal. Nothing more, nothing less. Not marrying this coin, just swing trading it. Falling volume and falling price tells you we will have a reversal to the upside. Falling volume, falling price. This thing is consolidating very, very nicely. Okay? It hit the 618 here, hit the 786, then hit the 706, then hit the golden pocket. Now it's bouncing off the 0.5 fib level, doing very, very well. See, there's your 0.5. It bounced right there off it, which was the bottom trend line, going for the 0.382 now. So I like what I'm seeing here for ELON, consolidating very, very nicely. Taking its sweet time, but only a matter of time, in my humble opinion, and you never know. Anything is possible. I like what I'm seeing here for ELON. Okay. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Have a great day. Shiver Chua. Okay. Sup, mate? You can pay with crypto and join the Patreon by emailing cryptolifers@gmail. Check out Lifers Testimonies and you'll know you're in the right place. Lifers Testimonials. Yeah, let that be your guide. Pump day always is a good day. Yeah. I appreciate you saying that. I've learned so much in this short time that the last year in this space, I'm excited to keep learning and growing. Shout out to Grace. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you, Grace. That's what people want to hear. And things are about to get wild in here with Wilder World getting wacky. Wow, look at the massive pump for Wild to the upside. I was looking at it. I had a measured move here all the way up to $7, and this thing is flying. I mean, we looked at it back here. Even Peter Brandt put it on the radar here, down at about $1. Wilder World ready to rock to the upside and bang on them. Very, very interesting. Wilder World. It's like a giant cup and handle. Look at this. If you really look at it, because you can take the beginning of the cup from here. It's another cup. It's one of the biggest cups I've ever seen in my life. Look at that market structure setting up for this thing. It's insanity. Wow, the measured move for Wilder World is something pretty serious here at $8.21. Wilder World. Unreal. That's insanity. Thank you so much for putting that on our radar, and it's just pumping to the upside. Something nutty right now. Wilder World doing absolute damage. It's the metaverse coins, man. The second Bitcoin let them fly again. They're just like, oh, we're right back on track again, ready to fly. KP3R, this thing on the radar too. Look, starting to consolidate on the 15-minute. Watch this thing. It did a massive pump to the upside. It is a very low supply. That's why this thing could do some serious damage at $1,300 a coin. Also connected to Andre Conje and Yearn Finance. K3P a KP3R. All right, do I own any? No. I'm just putting it on your radar, letting you know KP3R. And look at the damage it did when we started looking at it here, down at $272, suggesting that it would bang on you it would go up 90%. This thing would fly past my target and just go to some amazing places. Unbelievable. Does need to retrace a little bit, touch that 21-day moving average, getting close. KP3R. Interesting. Wait, when I move here, that's better, but that's... I feel like something happened to the camera. I don't know. It's hard having to look at your face every day on the screen. Some days you're just like, all right, you know, it's like, I like dressing up and everything, it's fine, but just like looking at your face every single day. Everybody loves themselves, but every single day, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for jumping on into the live stream. 270 people watching on the live. Unbelievable. 259 likes. Can we get the like? There's still 11 people holding back. Just holding back. Oh. So there's KP3R USDT on my radar. Whole market starting to take a move to the upside. Let's take a look at total, which is the entire market cap of all of cryptocurrency. Very imperative that we look at it every single day, and we're going to look at Bitcoin dominance. We're going to do what we need to do every single day here on the channel. Not going to skip out on what we need to get done. So total, talked about it forming this falling wedge, was waiting for some divergence. Look at the size of that divergence. That divergence is some of the strongest I've seen in a long time. I'm the type of guy that likes to long into divergence like that. That's a huge, huge, huge sign, especially on the 1 hour there. We're going to get a bounce to the upside and break this resistance. So we need to break above $2.58 trillion. We'll say $2.6 trillion and get back above this level here at 2.75. So I want to see the entire market cap back to 2.76 in the next couple of days, week or two, and that will show signs of strength and health in the market. If not, we could continue to the downside. All eyes on this 1 hour, pumping to the upside. We are starting to slow down now. We're overbought on the 1 hour. The 4 hour has legs, just getting to the dotted line, but we're not perfect yet. We didn't get to some heights we need to get. Let's take a look at that daily, though. Daily's oversold and definitely wants to start a retracement to the upside. That's a very, very good sign. And again, swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down. There's this slight sense of hidden bullish divergence as well, kind of beginning to form. So this is very interesting to me, what I'm seeing here. For Bitcoin. So all eyes on these ideas. I love if this falling wedge could break to the upside, so I'll be watching this closely. This is the total market cap of all of cryptocurrencies. Okay. Remember the 3-day? Beautifully retraced down. High on the 3-day was worrisome to me. And the weekly, I've seen the weekly retrace and pump from here. It does say we are going to have a retracement on the weekly. So what I want to do is, that's possible. Whenever a big time frame is showing bearish signs, but we could flag out on it. As it comes down, we could flag out. And one time in its life, a couple times, it went down as Bitcoin pumped, and it was an extreme divergence. So if we get very bullish, we will see that. But that's something that we're going to watch. We'll watch the 3-day and the daily first play out to overbought regions. Then we go back and see how we're looking on the weekly, and then we start assessing the situation. So when the bigger time frames are scary, we keep them alerted. But you don't ruin a daily trade that's going to pump just because the 2-week trade doesn't look the best, right? It does tell you in the long term, you got to watch out, and maybe the trade shouldn't last as long as you think. And so this is just what I'm bringing up. You know what I'm saying when it comes to this. So this is total, the entire market cap of cryptocurrency, and that's a really good assessment of total. We want to go over it every single day. Now here's Bitcoin dominance, and dominance is dumping to the downside. Look at the daily, suggests a rally for the altcoins. Woo-wee! Look at that. A beautiful rally for the altcoins is coming. That's what it's suggesting. A beautiful rally for the altcoins coming on the daily time frame. We couldn't get above certain things. And honestly, I'd like to paint this picture of a head and shoulder pattern that could dump to the downside for dominance, suggested here that the daily does want to dump on us. Take a look at the 4 hour. 4 hour wants to pump, so that will put Bitcoin back in some good graces. We get back above some support and resistance regions, right? We get a weekly candle close that suffices at like 60K. If we can get a weekly candle close above 60K, that's the limit that I'm happy with. I'm gonna sit at that. Weekly candle close at 60K, call it a day, call it done, right? So I'm gonna leave it there. Weekly candle close above 60K. That's like, I always like these conservative price points that like we don't have to reach for the sky every time. We're just looking for those. We're looking for that exact kind of moment in time, right? So weekly candle close above 60K would be a beautiful thing. That's something that I'm really closely looking at. All right. So there's Bitcoin dominance, wants to pump on the 4 hour. 1 hour has minutia, but that wants to pump as well, telling us that Bitcoin, Big Daddy, either wants to dump and take the market down with us, remember? Or it wants to pump and people gonna, rush into Bitcoin a little bit, and Bitcoin's gonna steal the show. So all eyes on Bitcoin, all eyes on Bitcoin dominance, but there's another way to kind of judge what's happening in the market. 366 EGLD going for the target, continuing on the upside. Really no reason for it to slow down. That 15-minute is dragging this on out. Huge pump for EGLD. This is amazing. Some big venture capitalist firms, a bunch of people are just flocking into EGLD. This is a massive pump. Like seriously, like one of the massive pumps the EGLD's ever had, going up like 20% in only a few hours. EGLD grinding for it right now. Just look at this, just continuing. Green candles just pumping to the upside. Just love watching the green. And look, you got to go to the 1 hour and just keep tracking, the 1 minute, and keep tracking these smaller pennants. Smaller flags. There's nothing else you can do when something gets this bullish. Smaller time frames and just keep ripping them. Just keep ripping them. Bang, bang, bang. When it gets up here, come on down. Build your next flag. And this is a good way to teach you how do I do it on the daily, the 4 hour, all the same time frames. Project your patterns beforehand. Watch the 1 hour fill them out. It's so amazing. Watch the 1 hour fill them out. Bang, bang, bang. So something I'm looking at, 366 for EGLD. Target up there now at 389, right? Hold up. 398, I think it was even. $398 for EGLD. Will it get there? You never know, but that's just a measured move. It's the length of the giant pole. This thing just keeps ripping to the upside. EGLD, baby. Unbelievable. What a beauty, huh? And we take a look at the dollar index, and it looked like the dollar was going to dump. Look at the daily, says the dollar wants to dump as well with Bitcoin dominance. So dollar, massive dumpage on the daily time frame. That's what we want to see. We broke out. Will we break back in and then dump back down? Only time will tell, but the dollar looking bearish on that time frame. The 4 hour, not so much. This is what's been happening lately. Every once in a while, the dollar dumps Bitcoin back and forth, and then I saw the dollar and Bitcoin pump together slightly. A little bit. Not perfectly, but slightly. This isn't good right now. The dollar is high. Bitcoin's high. The dollar is low. We might see a little pullback for Bitcoin this afternoon. That's what the DXY is suggesting. I hope not, but that's what it's suggesting. The Dow dumping down 161 points on a Friday. The Dow Jones Industrial. But here I see the Dow just forming this giant inverted head and shoulder, playing out like we've looked at it already, back into the rising wedge and continuing its parabolic rise here as I showed you on the daily time frame. So the Dow really wants more here. If you look at it, if they keep printing the money, there's no reason why it won't go parabolic here to the measured move, which is the length of the pole here, just like EGLD did. And that's about 54,000 for the Dow Jones. That's what suggests that it's coming. And if Bitcoin goes, because they're going to try to keep up with cryptocurrencies. That's what they're going to try to do. They're going to keep printing money to keep up with crypto, to try to make their markets look as good as crypto. And eventually, they're going to crumble. It's going to be funny. So they're going to basically shoot themselves in the foot by trying to keep up with something that they're just not equivalent to. It's going to be a hilarious situation to watch. It's already happening. They're imploding on their own feet. It's pretty funny. Oh, the banking system. Oh, we close on Sundays because we're that arrogant. Even though you might need your money or talk to somebody at the bank. You could figure it out on your own. And there's Bitcoin beautifully pumping out of this flag to the upside. Let the 15-minute keep marinating. It has some more legs. It is getting touched by the 200-day moving average. A lot of times I'll see the 15-minute or a time frame. That'll be a place where a lot of traders take profit. The 200-day. See how I kind of tapped it? It's like, I got you, my son. You will go no higher than this yellow line. If we break above that, that will be a very bullish sign. We are starting to break above it right now. Something very, very good to watch. Wow. All right, everyone. Thank you for coming on into the live. I got to jump on out of here. Let me see the chats. See what's going on. AVAX. MetaMask for DeFi is today at 1 p.m. So I do have to jump on out. Yep. Projecting and charting on the 1 minute is like taking a live masterclass on TA. I did that for at least 3 solid months in the beginning when learning. There you go. They built a house of cards. That's what happens when hedge funds pump and dump stocks with the help of the media. Become my own bank. We got crypto loans and insurance now. It's up for the space. Crypto Ramo doing a scalp on scalp, right? DXY will pump hard. It looks like it will. The dollar wants to pump hard on the monthly. Fidel Escobar. Yes, Smurf loves racing in VR. Funny. Liver's going to have technical analysis classes in VR, Blocktopia. Oh, yeah, I definitely will. As soon as possible, probably in the next few months. I was looking at a VR thing tomorrow to get just the other day. When you find time, VGX in CV. Thank you, always. MetaHero is moving also. Hero, baby, finally doing some damage. MetaHero, as Bitcoin continues to pump at 58,200. Let's take a look at Hero. MetaHero on KuCoin. Look at that nice pump from MetaHero to 11 cents. Take a look on the daily. Wow, look at that. Finally a massive pump. MetaHero finally doing what it needs to do and break on out. Really can't even look at it at any time frame. The 1 hour is all you got. It's oscillating well. Needs to get above support and resistance lines. Anything is possible for this thing. I just want to see it start to get some candle closings above 12 cents, and I'll be far more bullish on it. MetaHero. But a great project, right? Very interesting. Happy I never FOMO'd in. I wanted it so many times. Pretty good area, in my humble opinion. Interesting. MetaHero. Let's take a look at VGX on Coinbase, which is Voyager, I believe. VGX USDT on Coinbase. You know, Coinbase just recently started with the USDT pairs. I just realized that. Maybe like 2-3 months ago, September. So Voyager at 386 and forming a big bowl here on the USDT pair. This is the Voyager app. I mean, it's supposed to be pretty big, right? They'll own a stadium soon. Imagine that Crypto.com has that much money to just buy the name of that. Billions of dollars just to name something. Pretty crazy. But it's worth that much. When people say, I'm going to the Crypto.com stadium. Now when people go to the game in LA, they go to the Crypto.com stadium. It's pretty insane. Pretty smart idea. FTX, the FTX arena. The Patriots whooped the pants off of the Atlanta Falcons. I'm sorry, anyone from Atlanta right now, if I'm going to offend you. But Matty Ice, whatever they want to call him. Yeah, he's ice cold, dude. Matt Ryan is the worst quarterback in the history of that league, man. Yeah, he was accurate at one point. Yeah, he was a good dude. I don't even like talking about anyone because he's a nice guy. And I might actually meet him one day. But his gameplay, his fourth quarter gameplay, his poise in the pocket, the man has no killer instinct. I don't see it. I don't know why they stay with him as much as they do. There's Voyager. If it can hold this level, and there's a measured move up to 461, but you never know. I mean, it's got to start holding some levels for me to really believe in it. It could continue to the downside. You never know. I have no idea what's going to happen to it. That's somewhat of the technical analysis for VGX. There's Avalanche. AVAX. Wow, Avalanche banging to 100. Exactly hitting the measured move. Look at this. Congratulations. Getting into AVAX here at 80. And it bangs all the way up 31% to the measured move. Banged on them. Another beautiful trade here for the crypto lifers. Bang, bang, bang. And I see AVAX getting to billions in market cap and continuing to grow. Really nothing stopping the Avalanche chain from continuing. I remember Avalanche when it was 13 cents. I really didn't even know about it, and I was just kind of trading it. Wasn't really sure what. First, I traded AVAX before I knew what AVAX was. Then I knew what Avalanche was. Didn't know it was AVAX. Back and forth, you know. The funny things, but bang. 31% gains on AVAX. Boom, boom, boom. Bang into the upside. A beautiful, beautiful trade. No stop loss got hit in the making of this trade. In the sweet spot at 82. AVAX just doing damage. Amazing. Lifer Gadutia and KuCoin shares. Haha, record record year. Been on the downside ever since. Falling knife for M. Ryan. Had a record year, been on the downside. I mean, ever since he lost 28-3 to Tom Brady, I think he has post-traumatic stress from playing football. I think he can't. I think it affected him. I think it's going to affect him for the rest of his life. Like, I think that Tom Brady massacre is going to affect him for the rest of his life. Like, maybe I shouldn't say that because human beings can get over things. But I think he needs to. I think he might need therapy to work through it. Hey, Lifer, can we do TA on KuCoin shares? Huge fan. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, brother. And there's AVAX. Let's take a look at KuCoin shares. USDT. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you for the support. And thank you for everyone that threw down today. Thank you very, very much. And thank you for everyone that showed up to the live. Thank you very much. So KuCoin shares, I'm looking at it here. I get a daily chat on it, suggesting it wants to break, boom, all the way up. We were looking at it down here at $9. It's now at 24 and on the way up to 39. So KuCoin shares looks very, very healthy. Wants to bang on them. KuCoin shares. Go back to AVAX real quick because we looked at it, but I didn't deep dive on it really. Didn't look at what the support and resistance lines, where it possibly could be going or not, right? So what I do here is once we hit a measured move, that's all done. All well and dandy. We start fresh again. Now that the daily is a little high. Has some room in it, but remember it's getting high. It's getting extended. All the times the daily is extended here on the stochastics RSI. Eventually we have a little bit of a pullback. But wow, this thing did really well. Came off the trough and then continued up. It's going for it for sure. So it's not like it has no momentum at all. It still has some momentum. And it's starting the parabola. Rising wedge breaks out to the upside. It has legs in the 4 hour. The 1 hour needs to come to the downside. So look, a lot of times that's where we come down. Also look at the 50-minute. I play between the 50-minute and the 1 hour and kind of watch these things back and forth. It is flagging here. But look, shoulder, head, and shoulder. Possible dump to the downside here. Back to the bottom of the pattern. What I'm looking at here for AVAX. And remember, 68% chance of a break to the downside. Because this would be the measured move of a rising wedge. And it would come back down basically to kind of the beginning here. Levels to watch will be there and there and there. All-time high for AVAX, though. Unbelievable. About to crack that all-time high in price discovery at 108. Big day for AVAX, big coin in the game. Big day for the coins. I mean, we're seeing a lot of all-time highs. That's unexpected. An altcoin super cycle seems to be brewing behind Bitcoin's back. What do y'all think? We've been talking about this cycle for a long time, and it seems to be continuing. The other day was Gala. Something's always flying to the upside, no matter what's happening in Bitcoin's land, right? So thank you so much for the show, everyone. I got to get out of here. We got I got to meditate and get ready for the class at 1 p.m. Okay. I think Meta brought a lot of hype. Are you kidding me? I mean, the metaverse is making people FOMO for cryptocurrency like we've never thought. One for y'all. MetaMask DeFi for Beginners is today at 1 p.m. Sign up to the MetaMask course. I would greatly appreciate it. You'll learn so much. We'll have a blast. I'll give you my all. We'll learn so much every Friday from 1 to 3 p.m. Jump on in to the MetaMask course. That's New York City time. Every Friday, 1 to 3 p.m. New York City time, Eastern Standard Time, USA. Set up your MetaMask. Trade using MetaMask. Learn to access multiple chains and more about decentralized finance with the MetaMask class today. Email CryptoLifers@gmail.com to jump on in. FTX, Mana, HeroFi, broke out on a triangle. We went through all those already except for FTT. Join the Patreon. Do it. Let's take a look at FTT. And that's what they said. FTT at 50, just losing badly. Look at this. Still kind of consolidating here, though. I mean, it's still consolidating very nicely. In a nice pennant. And extremely oversold in that daily time frame. It's getting ready. It's cooking. I do hold a very large bag of this. I like this coin a lot. Oh. Thank you so much. And that's going to be it for the day. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I'll see you guys on the live stream tomorrow or in the Patreon or in the MetaMask course today at 1 p.m. Thank you so much for jumping on into the live stream. Thank you for being a part of the live stream. Without you, each and every one of you, there is no live stream. So I'll see each and every one of you tomorrow. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the love. And I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Crypto is life. Peace.